Hello, gorgeous. It's a beautiful day in northeast Mississippi. It's still hot as Hades out there, but what are you going to do? Need to do a video anyway. This is the first of the fall palettes. I've been taking out all my palettes and looking at them and sorting and deciding on between 10 and 12 of them that I'll be doing over the next 10 or 12 weeks. And I found two that were expensive, two that were medium priced, and remarkably the rest are low priced. So we'll be doing those. I want to show you three that I really liked very much that are, I guess they were special limited editions, and I don't want to show you anything you can't buy. But I'm going to show you these, and if you have an interest in any or all of them and would like me to do a look with them, please let me know in the comments. Here's the first one. This is called I Want Candy. So this is their collab with Candy. And as you can see, I mean, you've got this, you know, beautiful kind of peachy one over here. You've kind of got this pale yellow. You've got a lot of colors that your leaves start turning in the fall. Beautiful palette. Next is a Kat Von D palette. This is called Ladybird True Romance. And the final one is a Metal Matte Mini. Not sure which mini it is, but it's a mini. And that's what that one looks like. So if you have an interest in any or all of those three, please let me know. I would do those looks in addition to the weekly palette. So, okay, let me get these out of the way. I'm going to start with what I believe is the newest of these palettes. And I'm sure you've seen a lot of looks from these, but it is a really nice fall palette, I feel. And the only problem it has, to my mind, is, you know, I left to put down a flesh color shadow on my entire lid before I start. And you would think maybe that this in the upper corner would be suitable for that, except it's a satin. And I prefer to put a matte all over my eye. So anyway, this is the palette. As you can see, other than this corner here, it's all pretty warm. And even this one, it's called, let's see, Smog. That's kind of a tobacco color. And, you know, the leaves start kind of that evergreen, so that's a nice color for fall too. It's just these two bottom ones right here that are distinctly cool. But one of those colors is in my blouse, so I might actually use that kind of deep, if they're calling it radio, I would say it's a very deep, deep teal right there. And I might actually use that one. So, anyway, we're off. Oh, and I'm going to talk while I apply, okay? I'm going to start with, oh dear, took my glasses off too soon. Riff. Right here in my crease. Okay, so I do want to talk a little bit. I notice I've had a few new subscribers, and so first I want to welcome you to my channel and hope you enjoy being here. A lot of really nice, friendly people here. Feel free to converse between you. Oh, did I say? This is the Urban Decay Born to Run palette. And this has been out a few months, and many people have done looks with this already. but I just wanted to kind of get the new one, the newest of the ones I'm going to show, out of the way first. So you can rush out and buy it if you want to. This is still available pretty much everywhere that sells Urban Decay, as far as I can tell. Anyway, also, I wanted to say thank you, and I don't want to name names because you may not want to be named, but 2 of you sent me birthday presents, you know, boxes of various cosmetics that, you know, and samples and stuff. And thank you so much. I can't tell you how much I appreciate that. And I also wanted to say that I know I've said this before, but I probably don't say it enough or as much as other people. How much I appreciate and love y'all. Some of us have struck up friendships and conversations outside of the comments section, and I know that many of you are going through hard times with losses in your family and friends and pets, and I think of you all every day and worry because that's just my nature. So even if you don't hear from me every day, please know that I'm thinking, and I've put you on my prayer list. Okay, I don't like to talk about religion and stuff, but anyway, that's it. That's all I'm going to do. I'm not going to go any further. You could also call it just my sending out good vibes list. Okay. I'm going to darken that crease just a little bit with this one, this darker brown here in the corner called Good Is Gone. I bought a couple Morphe brushes recently. I can only find 2 of them right now for some reason, but they're both crease brushes, and the other one I got is a little smaller than this, and I really love them very much. Something about that coming to the little point like it does is making all the difference in the world. Okay, now I also want you to express your feelings in the comments about something else. Since I've been doing these videos, the palette of the week, I've been, you know, trying to be quiet and fast forward through the actual putting on the eyeshadow parts as opposed to talking like I used to do, because that ends up with like a 20-25 minute video, and life is short, and if you're like me, you got, you know, 20 other channels you want to watch their videos and just don't have time. And so I guess I just want to know your preference, and I will literally count up your responses in terms of yes and no. Do you like for me to chitter chatter about what's going on in my life while I put on my eyeshadow? Or would you rather me just shut up and get it done? Because I could always do, you know, like some kind of weekly vlog of here's what's going on in my life separately for, you know, for those of you who are interested in that. So let me just, if I'd like to get a consensus, if y'all don't mind. Okay, so I have talked a lot. And so for the rest of this video, other than telling you that I have now lost 34.5 pounds since March 1st, I am going to just shut up and put on the makeup. And just, like I said, let me know below. I'm going to take this green I was mentioning, which is called Wanderlust, and I'm going to put that below my eye for my eyeliner. And I hope it's not disastrous. Usually green and I don't get along. We'll see. Gonna smudge that out a little bit. I have this little elf kind of, it's a weird little plastic smudger. Let's see how that works. Maggie's in there complaining. She sounds disgruntled. Oh, no, there is one more thing. I have a lot to say today. Okay. Because of the blouse. Okay, I think I'm going to use Ignite, which is this kind of pumpkin-y orange right here. And then I'm going to put a pop of Baja, I guess as in Baja, California, right there in the middle. Now, there is one more thing I did want to say, and that is that I'm sorry about that weird video I put up of my bedside table with no intro and no nothing. What happened was I recorded that on my iPad, and what I generally do in those cases, I record it on the iPad, and then I mail it to myself, and then I upload it, and then, you know, I put it into Windows Editor and edit it and upload it to YouTube. Well, for some reason, first of all, it was taking like hours, weeks, days, no, just, you know, days to upload to my mail. When I finally managed to get it to do that, when I transfer it, you know, save it to my computer, even though it said it was a movie .mov, it would only transfer as a photo. So I went to my AT&T store to try to figure out what was wrong, and because I've done that method before with no problems, like in Las Vegas and when I used to sit on the porch talking about veganism, and they determined that one of the problems was I just didn't have enough storage to do that anymore, and you know that basically we had dumped all the storage we could dump, and I forgot my lipstick. And so I had an iPhone 5 and a pretty old iPad too, and so I decided it's time. So I ended up solving the situation by getting a new iPhone and a new iPad. It, like I say, it was not. I wasn't talked into this. She didn't, you know, break my arm to get me to do this. It was just time, so I did. But before that, I just, you know, I didn't want to go for a full week without uploading a video. And so I just uploaded it straight to YouTube. And that's why, you know, there was like no intro and no music and no comments and all the stuff I love to do. Okay, this is seriously autumn, and I think this is seriously gorgeous. Let me blend one more time, and then I'll come in close. Okay, I think this is a really nice palette. Let me put a little sparkle up under my eye with that sparkly color that I couldn't put all over my lid. Or satin, rather, not sparkle, but satin. Ta-da! That's look number one. All right, now, I don't feel like I have to do too much of this to darken it up for nighttime, but one of the things I am going to do, first of all, is this under eye that I mentioned. I am going to turn it to this teal color, which is called Radio. I'm going to darken the crease a little more, and those will be the first steps. Okay, I ended up darkening with this different color, which down here, which I think is plum, and it's plum colored. Haha. Okay, so what I'm going to do to go a little more dramatic, I'm going to use this It's kind of a purpley, called Guilt Trip. Right here on the lower lid, and then for my pop of color, I'm going to try this pink Wild Heart. I just flicked my brush when I should not have flicked my brush. That particular brush was a bad choice. Okay, so this time we've taken it to a far darker and more dramatic look for the nighttime look. So that's it for this week. I really do like this palette. I think I've barely scratched the surface of what you can do with this. But that's 2 looks anyway. See you next time. Love y'all. Bye.